Hey guys, welcome to the class. We're going to talk about getting into position, shooter spotter, and dialogue, talking and communicating between each other. It's seriously important. All the matches I shot, one of the things we had up on a lot of people was our dialogue was very, very smooth. Brevity and being sure you're shooting at the right targets. I've seen people shoot at the wrong targets so many times, right? So Kirsten's our shooter today. We're going to talk about getting set up. Go ahead and get into prone. So we're going to get into prone, and we're going to replicate that good, solid, stable, durable position we had when we zeroed. The reason she's shooting off a backpack is just that it's the nature of this range. If you go in a bipod, the rear of the gun's up too high, and you're somewhat unstable, right? But this can be bipod. If you shoot from any alternate position, you want to try to get that squared up position that you had when you zeroed, because you're replicating your eye relief and all that kind of thing, right? So she's nice and solid, nice and stable. She's not canted. Her body is braced to take that impact. So once you fire, you need to be able to see, preferably your trace, but you need to be able to see your impact so you can get that second shot correction off quickly, right? Don't be relying on the spotter. So the gun runs down over her right shoulder, down the right side of her body, and she's braced to take that impact, that recoil, okay? Now the spotter needs to get as much on the gun target line and directly behind the shooter. If I'm off to the side or I'm on that bench, once I see trace or impact, there's a high probability that I will misread that and I'll call it to the left or to the right, okay? Now, so I'm going to let her get in position first, and then I'm going to set up. I want to be close enough that she can hear me speak and I can hear her speak. A little tip is if you have ear protection, like Peltors with the microphones on them, the shooter can turn the microphones backwards because that's where the sound is coming from, and you can communicate a little better, right? I want this spot and scope nice and low so the wind's not blowing her over, but close enough that I can communicate with her. Now for the purpose of this, I made a little rudimentary range card, drew the ranges out, lazed them, got the data. But I need to talk her onto each shot individually and ensure that she's on the right shot, on the right target. So what she will do when she gets to that proper target, she will describe the target back to me, and that gives me a warm and fuzzy that she's on the right target. Now what people do too is they go straight to glass, and you're looking through a tube at a very small field of view. You want to go by eye, find something referenceable down range to start with, and then go to glass and talk them on a little bit from there, okay? So I'm going to start. Kirsten, by eye, I want you to reference down range in that lane in front of you. Got it?
Got it.
On the right side, in the low ground, the first piece of low ground at about 250, there's a road that runs up that right side. You got it?
Got it.
Okay, at the top of that road, there's a berm that kind of goes from 4 o'clock up to 10 o'clock kind of position. You see that?
Got it.
Okay, near the end of that berm, we're going to call that berm 1 from reference in future, right? Near the end of that berm, if you look down closer to us, about 30 meters, there's a target in that little cutout area. You can see it's been shot up. So if you look in that general direction, go to glass.
Got it.
Okay, what kind of target is it?
It's a silhouette target that's been shot a lot, center mass, on a stick.
Yeah, and it's leaning to the left slightly. Okay, 257. You're going to hold 1 mil. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Right edge. Impact. Okay, from there, go by eye. Look at berm 1, we called it. That's behind it. I want you to run up that right side to the first hill behind berm 1. You see that?
See it.
Then I want you to scoot across to the other side of that hill on the left side of the range. There's a target up there. It's difficult to see unless you go to glass. So once you get to the top of the hill, go to glass.
Got it.
Okay, what's it look like?
It's another white silhouette on a stick.
Okay, perfect. The range is 302. Your hold is going to be 1.4 mils.
Ready.
Right edge. Impact.